Your laptop got hot, flipping heck. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trips I had to make. 7 trips. Oh well, it is what it is, mate. Plus the key being unbelievably late. I haven't put the canopy up yet. I'm going to do that after this 380. I saw it and I was like, wow, we've got to do this. Well, didn't you think to do that? Okay, well I was walking along the roof, obviously. Anyway, never mind, it's done. What's done is done, mate. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Got both audio, yeah? Should have 2 bouncing on it. Wow, it's hot as hell up here, mate. Hope this canopy works. Come on, big lad. Smoke those mains for us. Crazy smooth touchdown. Slightest of breeze. Wow. Right, folks, stand by. I just need to set this. I unpinned the comment. I unpinned it. I unpinned the one that was old, but then I said we're on our way back or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember. Okay, oh well, never mind, eh? Right, let's get this thing up, see if it works. Not really. Something completely the wrong place. Oh, it's doing everything but. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? Awesome. Right, let me stabilise this. I have to kind of come over here. Oh, bloody hell. I can put that around the base. It's going to want to fly that way, isn't it? So I stabilise that like that. Okay. Easier to move the sticks, to be honest. Okay. Sorry about that. Everything's, yeah, the Sekla head, it's all fluid, yeah. Flowtech, yeah. Right. Disable that, around that, like that. Okay. Well, that's kind of done the trick. There you go, and I've got a full run at it. I'm sort of need the sun to go a little bit further that way. Stand by. Okay, there we are. Now I am. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. And we've got the full run all the way through touchdown. Awesome. Right, turn Clyde. I think that might be a DET. Oh no, it's going BPK. American. Oh, nice. Retro. Beautiful. It's kind of one of my favourite retros, that, apart from BEA, of course. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. If she's here, there's old Patchy, look. There's my gate, 501. Get out my gate. Right, let me just double check that I've got both mics running. That's hilarious. Yeah, okay, they're both running. Good, good, good. A fun. You know, it's that's good. It's so good that I can actually. It was first on the Dreamliner. Coming to your comments in a moment, folks. Stand by. Interesting news coming about airlines not happy with Heathrow. However, their cost per person is still below the margin that they were £33 something pence per person using Heathrow. A lot of people up in arms about it. Of course, airlines are going to have to pass that cost on to their passengers. But in the grand scheme of things, 33 quid, unless you're on a really budget flight, you know, 33 quid in the grand scheme of things isn't going to be as long as it is productive in terms of what Heathrow are planning in terms of demolishing the old Terminal 1, improving Terminal 2, and extending putting a southern access tunnel in, which will obviously, in terms of congestion around the airport. I mean, what you've got to appreciate, folks, is that, you know, airports have to juggle. Literally, they have to juggle their numbers because they obviously have a huge biodiversity program as well. There's so many things to be considered with an airport, and all that, you know, it's privately funded. The next round, around about 10 billion, I believe. What happened to that at 10 billion or 8 billion that BA were going to spend? Improvements, I'm not sure. Is that just ongoing? I'm thinking it may be just ongoing. These guys at Delta have been ripping engines off aircraft in France, literally new engines to replace, and this is the obviously the CFM engine, the Pratt & Whitney, sorry, the Pratt & Whitney engine, not the CFM, the Pratt & Whitney engine that they've had so many problems with in the US, I believe on their A320 and 21 neos. I tell you what, I did a short flight up to Edinburgh yesterday, folks, and I wasn't for once at gate 501. Oh, funk, funk, funk. Little bit of funk, tiny bit of funk. We'll take that though. Is that 7.6? Yeah, look how smoky she is, man. Big old Qatar jet going out now. Can hear her. Gotta love those turn shots, man. And the lampposts don't get in the way. Nice lamppost. Qatar. No mistake in that big 380 tail. 70 feet off the deck, the top of it. Etihad lined up as well. We've got the 747 inbound, folks. Cathay Pacific, are they sending their Dash 8? Don't often put the 400 on this route anymore, do they? This will be a right turn. There it is. That's autopilot, probably, I'd imagine. I think that's an autopilot turn. I tell you what, the canopy work, Julie. Yeah. Thank God for that. Oh, look at that. Is that a 222 they've brought in today? No, 787 in it. So Sarah. Yeah, I went out of, I think that where that Iberia jet is parked, I think that's the gate I went out of. And as I pushed back, as I still am unable, let me just bring up chat, stand by. Yeah, security, you have to go through all airports, of course. Dusty bin. Oh, it's not very pleasant, is it? Sitting there waiting for a gate. Waiting for a gate. Bren Mack has upgraded his membership to first class. Nice one, Bren. Screaming in you. Even whilst hand flying, we fly what the flight director commands. So it should look exactly like the autopilot would be doing anyway. Okay. Gotcha. Look at that. Victor Charlie 1-0. We've got Screaming Emu. Daniel Pearson. Son flew in from Ibiza on Thursday on BA320. Had a go-around, pilot said, due to bird strike and debris on the runway. Wow. How cool is that? Okay, one thing I'm gonna do, folks, stand by, look at this. Look what I've got here. I'll show you. Right. Okay. Cooler vest coming out. Look at this, folks. New t-shirt. A few people have bought these actually, haven't they? Cooler vest. I don't know how much it was on Amazon, but anyway, it's going on now. Cool, it's blooming freezing. No, it's good, mate. It's good. See how long it lasts. See how much long it lasts for. Okay. Aeromexico. The sun's gone in now that I've put the bleeding thing up, hasn't it? Typical. Yeah, and like I said, I went out of a different gate this time. Nice. Gone quite heavy on those reverses, because that's the cul-de-sac over there. Yeah, so when I was pushed back, because using the I think next time that I use GSX, I'm going to wait until I am ready for pushback before I ask them to connect the tug. Look at that, ironically enough, he's coming out 501. Using the robotic MOTOC. See the robot pushed back robot there, folks? It could be our mate, couldn't it? That we met up at Aviation Retail Direct. Nice. Ooh. Hyun Lee can't remember seeing stream at this spot in some time. Yeah, well, it was actually before we went to Taipei. I was looking back yesterday to get my video, and yeah, before Taipei. They use Bluetooth connectivity with the MOTOC. So it's literally a plug-in Bluetooth to the undercarriage. So none of that big long line that we normally see. But this is just a Bluetooth connection. Oh, he's quite low on the glide slope, this guy. Well, appears to be anyway. Compared to the others. He's going to get it right on the markers, look. Nailed it. Yeah, this will be a good position for obviously that triple is they're going to have to turn right. That 320 neo is going to have to turn right, isn't he? Go around the block, I would imagine, unless going to bring that 777's not pushed back for start, pushed back for maintenance, headed up to maintenance. Aaron Thomas, you should see EK31 interview now. A firm, thank you, Aaron. Adam Matzel's son. Grab his takeoff flight LH911 at 1650. Adam, you'll have to let us know literally when he's lined up, please. So we rely on you to keep us posted on that. Thank you. Okay, big hat can come off because I'm actually covered at the moment, which is good, handy. So he's done. Edward Breyer, tuning in from Houston. Enjoying not having to think trucking. Gordon Freeman watched last week's show, 777-300 Toga and the strong rain, amazing. Was it last week? Seemed like a little bit further or longer. Okay. Richard Dockery, why do some BA operations use T3 then the majority T5? Well, it's just, I wouldn't like to say it's an overspill, but yeah, they do use it. Obviously, primarily T5, you've got your satellite terminals here as well. Yeah, your two satellite terminals as well. But yes, remote parking stands as well as that. And they do use T3, as you can see one parked up over there. Sun is literally moving continually. Yeah, got him. Don't worry, I won't miss EK. Had quite a few people actually message us and tell us about staying at the Thistle since we started filming here, which is really good news. Also commenting on how good the facility is in terms of the grub. Yeah, good feedback about the food, and the rooms are comfy, staff are friendly. It's all good. Easy there, mate. A little bit of a Nathan, negative. It doesn't, but it would be good if it did. But I don't think I'm quite ready for that just yet. Yeah, 21 of those giant aeroplanes in at London Heathrow every day, folks. How crazy is that? 21. Stu and the crew. Yeah, vest is working. Happy with the operation of the vest? It's actually quite. Oh, we got a £25 super chat. Thank you to Mark Hazel. Buy your own. Thanks, Mark. A1171 Prime. Yeah, we know about the report, preliminary report. Yeah, it was set to switch. How can the switches be set to take off 4 seconds after takeoff? Would you ever do that? Surely not. Surely an airframer wouldn't include that, put that into its flight deck. Certainly on the fuel switches, programmed to switch off 4 seconds after departure, after wheels off ground. No, surely not. I mean, we now know that apparently whether the fuel switches were in the off position when they found what was left of the on the flight deck, or whether it is actually from the FDR, the flight data recorder, but obviously the pilot giving that notification or asking the question, or that chatter between the pilots, the CVR would have given that. So I'm not sure if the FDR is 100%. No, man, Rohit, definitely not. Take the onus off of them. Why would you cut your fuel switches 4 seconds after wheels off ground? Fuel switches go on at departure, as in at gate to start the engines, and off when you get to gate. At no other time are the fuel switches disengaged. Well, that's what some people are suggesting, aren't they? Thought this guy was going to maintenance, but obviously not. Isn't she beautiful? Trent 800s on her. Laser Fleet's Keel is a returning member. Welcome back to Premium, Laser. Oh my bloody wasps, man. Seriously. Okay, so the flight data recorder has been accessed then, the data from the FDR. Why is this guy, surely he's going to turn right on link 58, isn't he? Yeah. Screaming Amy mentioning with Captain Manny, reminded him of the Horizon flight where Well, he was just a he was an observer, wasn't he, or just catching a flight on the jet. He wasn't one of the flight front seated pilots. He was sitting in the back seat, wasn't he? Leant forward and pulled the fire handles. Peter Witter. Cheryl Wales, good point. Good point. I think that's been explored before, hasn't it? About CCTV in the flight deck. As a pilot, I certainly wouldn't dispute that. More MOTOC action. No, Nick. Fuel switches there are two of. Gear up is one handle and it's on the front panel, the vertical panel. I think the fuel switches are down by the throttle box. But anyway, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, well, he made a yeah. He got it all wrong in the first instance, didn't he? I had to go on and, you know, had to admit his mistake. Not a good thing to have to do, is it? When you've got a reputation for being... Oh, it's a bit long, isn't it? Yeah, we'll give you that one, mate. We'll give you that one. Steph Parrish, good afternoon. Don Gutzman. Got a great picture of Lufthansa 380 coming over the house on its downwind lead the other day. Awesome, Don. Sounds great, mate. Lucky you. Can't have been very high. What, 5,000 feet? Something like that? Oh, Canada. Here for tea coffee. Dave Clark, flight sim going well, mate. Struggles, a few struggles with GSX Pro, but I'm not going to give up on it. But I have to say, when I pushed back yesterday, like I said, did a short flight to Edinburgh. When I pushed back from like where that Iberia jet is, or was, they were all lined up going out. Had a 380 go out, BA380, had American 777. You can hear them spooling up, man. They haven't quite got the sound right yet, I'll be honest, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah. Well, it is what it is, mate. Yeah, sod off, mate. Listen, that's your last chance, mate. Swiss Tony. Ah, Arrow, very kind of you, mate. 5 gifted memberships from Avro. That's 5 lucky people going to be coming with us to... Oh, what's going on there? That was a... Oh, no. That was the one we caught coming in just now. His mate, I think, is there. Possibly. Frex, thanks mate, £5 super chat, very kind of you Frex, cheers mate. Sasha McCarthy, a gifted channel membership, thanks. Wilmore Love, we are going to Miami, Wilmore. Which is always a good one, I have to say. Oh. I think this is our first 777, folks. Oh, and it's a retro as well. Yeah. Big old set of barn door flaps on her, look. Just like a couple of big barn doors hanging off the wing, isn't it? I gave Sasha, yes. Well, Michael, is there an NTSB report? Because it's being handled by the Indian Accident Investigation Board, is it not? Who apparently have not been very forthcoming, I believe. Was one of the confusing aspects that a lot of people initially brought up, and I was one of them, to be honest with you, that Dreamliner behaved like it had no flap setting on it. It behaved like it at the takeoff point, at the rotate point, purely because it used such a lot of runway, and it kicked up it literally was on the keys, if you know what I mean, or beyond the keys. Would that be the threshold? Anywho, it just looked like it. It didn't look like that the engines had been obviously there's a certain amount of lag. If you were to pull the switches, it would be about 2 seconds, 3 seconds before the aircraft started to really lose height, I would have thought, which is kind of what we saw, you know. Its climb rate was, well, to be honest with you, there was always a very shallow climb rate anyway on the Dreamliner, isn't there? But that was just well beyond the norm. Diesel 1.3 American 777 approaching from Dallas. By the way, folks, okay, interesting. Thank you, Davey RFC. I'll have to consider that. So apparently, depending on the airport that you're going to be using, you have to download the profile, a GSX profile. From where, Davey? Would that be using... Oh, he's gone out really steep, hasn't he, that guy? That's a very steep climb. That was the... Egypt Air, is it? British Airways 737-400, great livery. I think he might be talking about the Saudi Arabian Airlines, the new livery, the new old livery. Oh. Raptor X 747 behind the American 777. Yeah, she's got quite a steep approach. Look at that. Oh, there. Appears anyway, but it probably isn't. Simon Passaud, good afternoon. Watching you live on and planes on the way to Vienna Airport from my window. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Oh man, this glaring. Yeah, well it didn't look like it had flaps. That's the reason. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well. Okay. Oh, that's a challenge we're going to have to take on, isn't it? Concorde, mate. Oh, gate 500, push and start, approved. Engine start. They might only start one engine, but based on the length of taxi, I'd imagine they're going to go both engines start, because they are it's the Dash 8 all day long, isn't it? Look at the size of it, man. What I'm looking at, that is. American. Folks. Aaron Thomas A321neo is pushing back to Zurich. Thank you. I've gone out of that gate many a time. Not on flight sim, but also when I'm flying short haul. Whole load of Timu on this one. You missed it. Yep. Yep, sure did. Steph Parrish, do not let the Air India incident give you any kind of fear of flying. Honestly, you don't need to. You don't need to. Look at flight radar. Oh mate, leave it out. Flipping heck. Literally, as I opened my Oasis, flipping Ross came flying in and he was just like all over the top of it. He was all over the top of it. Give us a bit of that, son. Give us a bit of that. It's quite a long flight at Heathrow, Edinburgh, isn't it? It's longer than Schiphol. Motark. I mean, there you go, folks. Heathrow, I'm guessing they are Heathrow. Are they exclusively BAs? I mean, or have Heathrow done it for BA at T5? It's a handling agent, isn't it, actually? Are they assigned to BA? I think they are, you know. They're only operational down at T5. 330 with a big Healy. This is the Neo. A big Healy undercarriage on it. Look, ski jumper. First set rear, bosh. Then the second set comes down, bang. And you really feel that, man. Strong whiff of Dunlop. Rab H, it's twice the distance. Right, there we go then. That's why there were so many bleeding waypoints. I thought there was something wrong with me MCDU for a minute. Right, this is going on a bit, isn't it? Mind you, imagine going to LA or something like that from Heathrow. I've only done Schiphol. Mind you, you know what I did? You know what I did? 34,000 feet. I hadn't even gone through 3 waypoints. I activated the approach phase, which is the wrong thing to do because everything went bazooms up. So now I know activate approach phase is normally how far out? Are we talking 30 miles maybe? Ian Austin, great location. He's loving it. As everybody is, man. Oh, is this the Lufthansa jet that bloke's brother's going back on, perhaps? Mind you, it's 4:27 now, isn't it? So, wasn't he going out at 4 something? Has he? Have I missed him? Well, Aaron, if you're looking for a way out. No, Aaron, if you're looking for a computer, we could recommend our guys who built the computer for us. Very reasonably priced, it has to be said. And if you can do it for a company that's VAT registered, it's even cheaper, isn't it? Daniel P, pretty sure. Motocs are just T5, yes, indeed. For the 320 family, 320 and 321s, obviously being pedantic there, I think. But are they the handling agents or are they British Airways? Who owns the Motoc? The only reason there's the first set, there's the second set. The only reason I'm asking is because whoever instigated that, I'd imagine those Motocs have paid for themselves by now, haven't they, with regards to the fuel savings and not just fuel saving, but also harm to the environment because all the other pushback vehicles are big chuggy diesels, aren't they? Hey? Michael Lee got his Big Jet TV hoodie this week. It's great, yeah. I've got to get another one, Judy. I've got to get another camo green one or whatever the colour is of my t-shirt because that one's all mangled, isn't it? Yeah. I think it might have been actually. I think it might have been me mixing with the Bacardi Sweat, yeah. But not only that, but suntan lotion, the suntan oil, perhaps. Screaming Emu, tugs use very, very little fuel. You're only driving 200 feet at a time. Yeah, but that 200 feet multiplied by tens of thousands, Screaming Emu, over a period of however many years or whatever, still a hell of a lot of, it's still a hell of a lot of fuel. And not only that, but I've got to be honest with you, big engines like that, they have to be built tough because You couldn't do that with a normal engine, for example, because stopping it and starting it as often as they do would cause so much wear and tear. That's why these tugs are built tough. CG Hill, don't forget your hoodie in Miami. Oh, I don't think so. It's a bit of a funny old place to park a Mini in it. Oh, it's not a Mini, is it? Oh. By the way, folks, if you want to join me early, I might be doing, we're definitely doing a stream from Lakenheath this coming Wednesday. It will be F-22s, Raptors, F-15Es, they haven't got any Cs anymore, and the F-35. That's the A variant. I think it's the B that has the is the VTOL. So I'm wondering whether that structure down there that we saw being built is related in some way to the demolishing of Terminal 1, and that is Terminal 1 there. See all those gates there? That's the original airport, basically, where the Queen's building was. So it's going to be the very end finally. And I'd imagine the reason why they haven't got rid of that tower yet, it's an old radar tower, is because of its build, and that is that it's built solid concrete. And of course, Wednesday, midnight Tuesday, please hurry up, please hurry up. Midnight Tuesday, I can drive, I can start driving. That's why I'm going to drive up to Lakenheath, but I might leave early. So if any one of you guys want to sort of like join me on the road, we'll be able to do that, Chili. I will. Can I use the blah blah? Could I use the, what do you call it? Hello. Well, you know, not the Bond, the other. Yodeling, yeah. I could if you walk me through it. I bet I could if you walk me through it. Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet? Okay, okay. I'm still willing to take the, yeah. Do it on my phone then, do it on my phone then, do it on my phone then. Okay, all right, so like I just said, do it on my phone then. Yeah, okay, I've accepted it now. Now, I'm just looking at the black nose of it. No, it's not. Where is BEA? Why? Jilly, when I get there at 6:30 in the morning, there is nobody there. There is nobody there, mate. You'd have to go and park 30 cars in there for me to lose it. Don't you worry about it, mate. Yeah, because of the, you know, special Air Force or something coming in, wasn't it? It was something to do with that. Yeah, there will be more people than normal, but to be honest with you, no one's going to be getting there. There'll be a few stragglers there at 6:30 in the morning, but if I'm doing I'm going to be too excited to sleep, aren't I? Because I want to drive. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, on my own. Yeah, me driving though, Jilly, not someone else. Being nice here. Paul Skilling, I believe BEA is heading to Warsaw. Okay, whatever. I'll just drive on my own, listen to the music. I don't care. I mean, I'll be leaving the house probably at about 3 a.m. so that I can have a nice easy run up there. I think there's at least one. I've got to get me Alsan toilet sorted out though, Jilly. I've got all me fluids and stuff. Because I always want to go to the toilet at that time in the morning when I get there, as soon as I get there. Oh, and there's a McDonald's down the road, a 24-hour McDonald's as well. So, well, not that I'll really be getting much from there. I might get a coffee from there. One coffee's okay, isn't it? Robert Hilton, Chung Hyun Lee. Sounds like a fake vacuum cleaner from up front. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good idea. What is the, they need to be on 09s. No, 27s here. They need to be on 27s. No, need them on 27s. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, no, I know. But when they're on 27s here, normally they're on the same operations up at Lakenheath. Yeah. Korean Air, 5 minutes out. Oh, David Smith, don't you worry about it. I take everything with me. I mean, look at what I've got today. Look at it. And they're still rock hard ice blocks, they are, man. Okay, cooler bag. That's going to Miami with me as well. Fill it up with ice. And of course I've got my cooling vest on at the moment, folks, which I have to say is effective. But if I stand out, and that is because obviously I'm standing in the shade, luckily, because I've rigged this up, etc., etc. Fully removable. Are they 27s? Are they the right way round, Julie? Oh, really? It's like an oil painting in it. Brandon, Lufthansa. LH911 or something, wasn't it? Shung Hyun Lee, please forget to film 907. Oh, is it the new livery? Oh, he don't like it, does he? Okay, look, let me be honest with you. In terms of when I saw the new Korean livery on paper, be it computer, whatever, a drawing of it, even when I saw pictures of it from, in a live format, I wasn't a big fan of it. However, now I've actually seen it in the flesh. And the fact that it's got that almost KLM-esque line to it, it's got a nice curve on it, running from the front to the back, but it's not white, it's cream. Now, the colour and the actual layout of the colours, I'm not too fussed about, to be honest with you. I think it works, but the only way it works for me would be if they were to introduce some imagination on the tail livery. Not so bothered about the big Korean on the side. It is what it is, you know. That's the way a lot of operators have gone. Could have been better if it wasn't black, to be honest with you, or was just a little bit nicer. But the tail livery, the fact that there's no colour on it anymore, that's to me what sort of like, I'll never approve it in my mind. Do you know what I mean? I will never say, oh yeah, that's all right. Like, you know, all the other ones have sort of like grown on me. Certainly Air India, I wasn't a fan of it when I saw that on paper. But once I saw it in the flesh at Toulouse for the first time, yeah, changed my opinion on it. Still like the old one, don't get me wrong, folks. I'm a big fan of the old livery with Air India. Still love to see it, especially on their 777s. Yeah, understandably so, Shunkyung Lee, because it's from your native country, isn't it? But just from a livery standpoint, I think having the big word Korean on the side, I don't know what you want other than that, Korean Airlines or what, but because it is currently, well, it was Korean Airlines, wasn't it? But yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, I'd imagine the next change for British Airways would possibly be just a big British on it, and then possibly looking at it from a big change standpoint. Love the way it sits down on the mains, man. It's very noticeable, very noticeable. Later on in the day, we should be able to see the blocker doors being activated, which are the reversers. The reverser panels that basically fold inwards and stop the flow of air to the back. Is that in there, Jilly? No, Lufthansa jet. Yeah, Shungyung Lee, I was always, some fella asked us earlier on, can you get my mate, he's leaving on Lufthansa 911 or whatever it is. Okay. John O'Godley, 40 years since Live Aid. Indeed. $1,000. Okay, it's fair, let me just say, oh yeah. Sure, he said it was 911. Oh, that's Lufthansa 909, okay. Thank you, Raptorex. Sunil, oh, I would prefer if I was given the option now, what, do you want the old one or do you want the new one? It would most definitely be the old one. You know, maybe with a little tiny upgrade, you know, just a clean up, just tidy it up maybe, because it is quite retro, isn't it? But it doesn't have a cheat line, so, you know, I think it was great as it was, that Korean livery, man. I think it was perfect as it was. Spent a lot of money unnecessarily there, Korean Airlines. Yeah, and to be honest, oh really? So he's lining up now, because the 909 is lining up now. Wow, that 76 has gone long, hasn't he? And where is that in? Oh, I got him. There he is. Yes, I know. Oh, it's the one behind the 777 though. It's the first one. The first one, yeah? There we go, that's him there. Aaron Thomas loves Delta colours in motion. Yeah, I like the Delta livery. I like the American livery. I'm all right with the United one as well. I don't think there's any need really for any changes there. Close your eyes, Xiong Hyung Lee. Start up. Now, at the moment, I'm not actually in the shade. Well, I am. Start number 2. Did I get Nick Gray's 20 memberships, Jilly? Did I get that? Okay, well, I don't really. Is that Nick? I'll say you thanks again for your 20 gifted memberships. Thanks to everybody who's gifting memberships, folks. We really appreciate it. Giving other people the opportunity to see what we do overseas. Because really, the whole cycle of being a subscriber, then maybe being a premium member, then deciding you fancy a little bit of overseas stuff. Going into first class or upper class, whichever your preference. Lovely. And then, or even as we do with some people, we're very fortunate to have everybody who supports. There's no preference as well, by the way, and my members know that as well. So, super class or premium member, you all get treated the same. As everybody does, really. We're just a nice bunch of people, but it just means you've got more benefits as a upper class or first class member, and super class, of course. Xiong Hyung Lee, anyway, could be worse. Oh, Emma Duffy saying she likes the Korean blue. You know what? I'm not against it now. Every time I see it, especially with that. Oh, give me 911's position, GP. Okay, so. So she's holding short, and now as this next one moves away, Lufthansa 91 winds are this, cliff takeoff, runway 09 right. As they're calling that, line up and wait, as they're getting that line up and wait, they're also, as they're moving to that position, they'll get the call clear for takeoff, potentially within that period. can't remember what the actual it's taxi and hold at you hold. Yeah. Let me get my procedural order correct. Hold short runway, blah blah blah. Lufthansa 9, line up and wait, and then literally as you're turning to line up and wait, or onto the runway, which is what he's done now, they've also been given the call as they're going towards the line-up point, clear takeoff with the winds, of course. Yeah, Reese Harrison, welcome back, Reese. Yeah, I got him. Like we had yesterday, it was literally a turn and burn for Edinburgh, but I switched the approach. Did anybody answer me earlier on, by the way, about at what point do you activate the approach phase? Is it about 50 miles out or something like that? 30, 50 miles? Oh, Lufty with the funk. We got Lufty with the funk, mate. How cool is that? Have a great flight, mate. Claire Julland, we need a pinky for this side of the airport. Well, I think what we've got, even though we've got multiples of them, we've got to do something with the Motok, haven't we? Mickey Motok, do we call it that? Because it wasn't the robot Mickey or something like that. Metal Mickey, yeah. So Mickey Motok, something like that, with, I'm sure. And these Motoks do have individual names as well, by the way, folks. Mark Abraham has gifted a Big Jet TV channel membership. Thank you so much, Mark. Okay, Rab, I've got you, mate. I don't need to activate the approach phase at all, so just leave it. So what about when it comes up on the MCDU, enter destination data? What about that? Sorry, I'm moving the sticks because I'm moving the parasol, which is because the sun is getting lower in the sky. I've had to obviously move back from it this way because the shadow is becoming shallower, is it not? Something like that, anyway. Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful, man. Oh. Oh, Lola TV and Bird Feeder sent a channel membership. Thank you, Lola. I'm always up for looking at new bird feeders. Is it a squirrel-proof one though? That's the most important thing you see, because them damn dastardly squirrels. I like them though, I like the squizzles. Especially in the next door neighbour's garden, there's a bush there and the squirrel. I sent you a video of it, didn't I, Jilly? Going absolutely nuts, he was. Jackie Stock's asking for a shout out to Brooke, 10 years old and loves watching your channel. Her first flight ever is on Wednesday, Inverness to Glasgow. £5 coming from Jackie Stocks, thank you. And Brooke, enjoy your flight. How cool is that? How cool is that, man? Listen to that. Brett Myerscough. Bentley, Susie Q, Wayne Dyer, Miles High. Oh, there is a bird feeder TV though, isn't there? There's live bird feeder stuff, isn't there? Oh dear, okay. There'll be bluebirds over. Got to start somewhere, Jilly. Now you're going to tell me they're bingo because it's 2018. The white cliffs of Dover. Yeah, whatever happened to that £10 billion spending spree that British Airways were going to go on? 2 years or 8.5 billion. What was done with that, or is it still sort of like being used for like cabin refits, perhaps? Or, but it was the way it sounded. I don't know, to be honest with you. In terms of, I don't know how many millions were spent on that bleeding cabin announcement thing, the safety video. Which is a complete waste of time to me, to be honest with you. I kind of like Virgin's one because it's I think it's been modernised, but it's still based on the same one with that guy going to sleep and dreaming all sorts of cool stuff and very funky, sort of like hip and cool. But to the point, it gets to the point. It says what it shows what it shows what he's talking about, if you know what I mean, in terms of like cigarettes in this and the other, no use of any devices, this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. It's all it draws you into it because of the fact that it's cartoonized. Oh, a nice little bit of but BA's one, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all a little bit pompous for my liking. I think they could have spent it, maybe the crews would maybe think to maybe give the crews a bit more bonus. I mean, look at Emirates, look at the bonuses that they give their crews. Just unimaginable bonuses, like 6 months or something crazy like that. Cabin crew and air crew, unbelievably well looked after, man. I mean, I fully appreciate that BA have probably got a fifth of the budget that Emirates have got, and they do a great job in a lot of areas. And one of those things is looking at teaching their crews well. You know, they're well trained, the crews, and they're nice. Everything's good about it. But it's just like with any major airline, if it's a private operation, it's you know, look, at the end of the day, if it's private, it's shareholders, isn't it? Shareholders are the ones that want to see a good bottom line at the end of the year, and they're not really all that bothered about things that are going to sort of like, you know, upset a few people. It just is the way it is, because especially if they're a shareholder, they don't have to answer the questions, do they? Oh, hello, Mr. B. No, you're all right, mate. You're all right. Yeah, they can just well, someone else takes the rap, if you see what I mean. At British Airways, having to be the public face of British Airways, difficult thing to do, man. Because start up American trip. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Yeah! I'm sorry, Xiong, but I'm gonna put at the moment the Korean 777 is getting the thumbnail, so I apologise for that. And the only reason is it's because I want people's opinion on it. I think it'd be good to sort of like, you know, Mike Donaldson. Everyone, please make sure you're watching in 1080p. Startup number 2. Tell you what I've got to do. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. And, yeah, come on. JJ Smith has gifted 5 channel memberships. JJ, thank you, mate. Much appreciated. And also, oh, nice. Also, the in regards to the super chat and the change of channel membership tier, or not so much change of adding of the upper class membership tier, the general feedback, we've had no negative feedback, honestly folks, we haven't, because people get it in regards to the super chat. I literally read it out. It doesn't interfere with your visual experience as far as things going up and ping bongs and blip blops and all that kind of thing. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Sound like Mr. You not take my shirt. I not take your shirt. Beach King Air? Where? What? Why? When? Oh my God, you're joking, man. Oh. At the end of Southend. Wow. Oh my God, you're joking. How many views, GP? And he's had to get up at God oddly, whatever you call it, God-fearing hour of the day. Lowy family, they've got Grandad Jim over for Sunday dinner. They're loving the show. Good afternoon, Grandad. He'll probably be able to tell you some stories. I bet you, oh yeah, would have that been back in a war? No, I'm imagining that it would have been sort of like in the classic era of jets for Grandad, still flying Constellations and big prop aeroplanes in the very early days of London Airport, as it was still known then, with just a single terminal for Grandad. He would have known about the Queen's building, because I think that was very early on, that lovely old brick control tower, when they had multiple runways at Heathrow, of course. look like the Star of David. Look it up. Look at Heathrow runways 1960, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, some parts of the old airfield still exist. If you're very nosy like I am, when you're taxiing, definitely over that side up towards 27 left departure. On the right-hand side and left-hand side, you can see old segments of runways and taxiways, one of which has still got writing on it. I love that, man. I've been around many a bomber command base up in Lincolnshire. Love it, mate, love it. Mr. Galway enjoyed the flight sim. Yeah, it was great. Nice Turkish Dreamliner, look. Isn't she lovely? Lady Jennifer Bailey's about to buy herself a new computer. Well, yeah, if you're going to buy a new computer, make sure that if you're going to do gaming on it, then make sure you've got all the stuff right in terms of wow, this is a 737. Look how low she is, man. In terms of your the capability and what you're going to be running on it. If it's any type of simulator software, oh, nice bit of funk there for another one just turning in, just about to hit the localizer. The old purple diamonds coming into line. Magenta. Now, you know when you arm the spoilers, the ground spoilers, before landing, is that weight on wheels that they're activated. You don't have to physically pull your ground spoilers. Well, there isn't on the Airbus. There's just arming. Well, there's speed brakes, which are also the ground spoilers, but they're obviously not used as speed brakes. They're used as probably only about 30% of what's used on landing of the aircraft, where they become ground spoilers, spoil the air travelling across the wing, and therefore but most of the slowing down power is coming from the brakes, and that's why the inboard speed brakes or ground spoilers are really important when the aircraft's landing, so that it's pushing the middle of the aeroplane down onto the ground, and therefore maximising the braking efficiency, because obviously the wheels are only braked in the middle, as in the main gear is the only one that's braked. The front wheels are not braked. Don't manipulate a handle for ground lifting. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, so this is automatically set now. See, as soon as the sensors are weight on wheels, up will come the spoilers. So as you can see, in fact, I don't even know about weight on wheels. I think it's spinning. Maybe it's a spinning. As soon as they spin up. Of course, Grandad would have. Wow, Grandad would have seen. Well, actually, I saw Concorde from beginning to end, didn't I? I remember it flying over my school right at the beginning with its first flight or something like that. No, it can't have been, because I was on the south coast. It would have gone straight out over. Or was it on the news or something? Stand by. Start up on the 350 XWB. Doesn't go all the way like a GE90. It's a GE90. Carries on. Gonna miss the number one firing up. Missing it for a good reason. It's got a replacement front nacelle cowl. Yeah, nice. Up come the boards. See, now that's really pushing that all that weight down onto the main gear, the outboard spoilers. Again, disrupting the lift from the wing, but also if you put your hand up when you're driving in a car, put your hand out the window and, well, obviously be careful when you're doing it. Oh. Good impression? Ian Byrne. Spoilers on the aircraft designed to deploy when the weight is on the wheels, specifically when landing. Seemed to be when they actually, because it was still sort of like not maximum weight on wheels there, but is it just any weight? It's a very sensitive sensor, I guess. Start number 2. Mind you, you've got to wait, haven't you? Here it is. Number 2's not running yet, is it? Barney Rubble. Welcome back, Barney. Oh, interesting. So only if your throttles are derated, as in back at idle, or retarded fully, either at idle thrust or full reverse, depending on it. He's saying you can have all the weight on wheels you like, but they won't deploy. Interesting. So your throttles have got to be pulled all the way back. Now, retard. There it is. Wow, a little bit heavy, but yeah. So the throttles come back. Oh, I just missed a bit of funk, man. Him and him. I miss the funk. I miss the funk, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, well that's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to happen, mate. Yeah, I know. People, everybody's as. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Who these days, literally, who has ever read a pinned post, Gilly? Honestly, when they come on, I know. There is no point in doing it. I could tell YouTube that. Why do you even offer it as an option? Because I'd say that close to 90% of people probably don't read the title or the pinned. I wouldn't. Well, actually, I might. Or am I being too hard on people here? Because I know that when we multiply put it on, well, we put it on, it's permanently on. Yeah. And the title, and the description. Yeah. Oh, I say. Oh, okay. So if you're doing a touch and go, you're saying that if you advance the throttles, the ground spoilers will retract. Obviously, for a go-around procedure, I'm guessing. And then you've got to get those flaps up quick, haven't you? Suho is one who does. John O'Godley, all the time. Okay. Natalie, always reason. That's a very good point, Avro Arrow. Pinned posts might work better if they appeared on the scrolling chat screen and intermittently, hard to ignore them. That's very true, that. Well, mine isn't. Mine's at the top, Gilly. Mine's not in the scrolling chat. Mine's not in the scrolling chat. Never do that, mate. Never do that. Didn't even look at it. Not even interested. Oh. Andrew Foster. Yes, kind of, Andrew. We are filming from a new location at the Thistle Hotel, which I have to tell you, judging by people's where's the sun? I can come out a little bit further now, get those approach shots. Judging by people's feedback, the Thistle is a great place to stay at. I haven't stayed here, but I've heard nothing but good feedback about the facilities here, the food here, accommodation, and service, really. And of course, the deck, the viewing deck. I think, to be honest with you, probably one of the. It's a shame they never did it up at the Hyatt. But the problem with that is because I was talking to the wrong person. It's generally the case when you speak to hotels folks. I'm very fortunate to have direct contact with the general managers and or the owners of the hotels that we film from. So it's always lovely to give them good feedback. They do tune in from time to time, but every now and then you have a problem where the general manager leaves and the new one that replaces them sometimes not as keen or into it as the previous one. Been very, very lucky throughout all of my experiences that they've all been fantastic, even the replacement ones, because we've been doing it for a good amount of time, don't forget. That's just got all the curtain twitchers going, isn't it? Royal Georgian. Okay, so I am quite surprised really that a good amount of people read the pinned post and the title. However, I still think that probably represents a very small number of the YouTube community in general. Sometimes I'll just hit a video, especially if I'm scrolling. I'll watch it, but I will look above it and see what it is, if you know what I mean. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I do read all the titles, but I don't think I've ever been on one that's live and has a pin post on it, so I wouldn't know, would I? Lovely TAP retrojet, looking good on that 321, isn't it? Could almost be a 707, that, couldn't it? I bet you they ran 707s, didn't they? Trans Aero Portugal, back in the old days before the war. Grandad's seen literally the jet age from its inception with the Comet. Wow, he's seen all the greats, hasn't he? Probably lives in the middle of Yorkshire or something. He's never been anywhere near Heathrow. Not in the slightest bit interested as well. No, sir. But I wonder if now Grandad is impressed with what he's seeing certainly in terms of the big A380s. Did Grandad see the Jumbo and the 380 land? Paul Skilling has gifted a channel membership. Thanks, Paul. But yes, we are. Oh, there it is. Look, just close your eyes, folks, and think 707. Squint, squint. Forget about the sharklets. That's hilarious. Think, are we all right? Yeah. Okay, it's not an issue our end, folks. We got a perfect connection. Is it worth rebooting YouTube? Yeah, mine's scrolling. Yeah, mine's scrolling, mate. Mine's windmilling. Oh, yeah, that is my connection. Okay, it's working fine now. I'll turn my Wi-Fi off for a start. I think it might have been connected to... So I'm going to go in and ask these guys, folks. Might even do it tomorrow. But this tree here, as you can see, it's not occupied by any birds or anything like that. So I think I'm going to try and find someone who's got a HIAB, can take us up there and nip the sort of like 10 feet off the top of that tree, so then we are not obscured. We still got obviously these trees here, but they're not affecting it because the aircraft's only touching down at that point, so he's still in the air there. We're not actually missing anything because they're obviously at that height, but just here it just means that if I wanted to move around, run around now, in other words, put those lampposts further to my right, then that tree would end up being in the middle of that, you know what I mean? So if I chop the top of that tree off, so I need somebody who's got a higher, mind you, it has to be a height, it has to be an access tower higher, doesn't it? I mean, you could probably scale it. Mind you, I've got to be honest with you, if they turn around and say, mate, you might as well take the whole thing down. Well, first thing I'd need to do is find out if there's any nesting birds in there, because they are nesting at the moment. Anyway, as you can appreciate, we were a little bit late today due to me finding a dove in my garden. Yeah, I know. Well, I thought it was a dove, but it turns out it's a young pigeon, I think. I'm pretty sure it's got a broken leg. It was pecking away at the seed that I gave it in Charch's travel box. So you know, it was fine. It could fly. Hold on. My lapel mic wasn't on. It is now. It should be now. Yeah. Cherry picker. Steph 93, yes. You wouldn't want to take it all down. I mean, as you can see, they've kind of done it to that one there, look. Made a bit of a pig's ear of it as well, mate. That's a terrible bit of... I think that actually, you know what? I reckon that got blown off in a storm. That looks like that's been blown off in a storm. That does not look like a clean cut. Oh, I don't know though. It is, look. That is being cut, isn't it? That's a terrible bit of work. I would have taken it off lower. You know, I mean, the only thing is that it's always difficult with a tree like that, isn't it? Because once you take the tip off, it's going to look terrible whatever you do. So when we take that off, I'll try and tidy it up a little bit, make it look a bit better than that. And we're only taking the very tip of it off, up to that line of the runway, as you can see. Probably, yeah, right on the runway line. The lower part of the runway line, that is. To prior, did I read somewhere the 318 is coming back to Heathrow? Well, if it was, it would be the Air France one, wouldn't it? Oh, is it? It's the Air France one. Oh, okay. Well, that's because they've obviously got one of their 220s out of action with the engine issues, I'd imagine. Okay, Samuel Barrel, not pruned to be 3998. Okay, to be done to growth points. Okay, that's a good. Okay, how else are you going to cut through it though? Pruned down to growth points, as in the branches. Branches go growth points, I guess. But interesting feedback there. Yeah, why did they prune that one and didn't do the other one, I wonder? Kevin Parsons got going to Miami. Brian Stewart, TAP acquired their first 707 in 1965 last week when we were on the Eastern location. The fire trucks that I got right at the end, I didn't realise, but they were actually for that 767 with a hydraulic issue, we believe. Okay, I'm watching it and it's frozen, yes. Is it worth me filming this plane or not? It's got to be something to do with the hotel and all that, innit? Hotel Wi-Fi, I guess. Okay, that's not very handy then, is it? Interesting. Where did that one go? Well, turn it off then. Blimey, all you got to do is press it and delete, innit? Blimey, O'Reilly. No? Oh, okay then. Okay. Is he going in the crash gate over there? Just don't look at the chat until you're happy and just let them. Can they hear me? There's still people commenting, mate. There's 3,600 people still watching. Lola TV Bird Feeder has thrown a $9.99 super chat saying great channel. Thanks, Lola. Her name was Lola. She wore a diamond. It was a Thursday show, and I said so Thursday. It was so I've never seen it, and I'm back for more at the Coca. No, Copa, sorry, Coca. I guess there was. Here, as in the hotel. That's what I said about 5 minutes ago. It's, yeah. Right, okay. Can you, is it? I can do that, I can do that. Yes, I can do, Air China. 75 feet, 50, 40, 30, 20. Just got chucked out with an advert. Is that buggy? It's because it's restarting. Sorry, folks. 1,000 live viewers gone like that, mate. It's going to be so much. Oh, okay then. Okay. Who's getting that pop up? Oh. Tell you what, everyone's happy, mate, so don't do anything. Yeah, all good now, Jerry. Yeah, fantastic spot there at the Thistle, Matt Jones. Yeah, but I've got both mics on, mate. Haven't changed anything. Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. So you think it's defaulted it too low? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Right. Eric, good afternoon to you. Ian Morrison loving the bank shots. I know, you told me yesterday. It's a bit like the lineup on Microsoft Flight Sim yesterday. I was literally almost there, just lined up. But the only thing is so we have to set up a profile, a GSX profile, either within, I thought the GSX menu was just enough to, he's going down Sierra, that Qatar jet. What, the audio? Okay. Picture quality fine, audio still quieter. So why has it changed from what it was then, Gilly? The audio was absolutely fine 10 minutes ago, wasn't it? Oh, so you've had to do it? Okay, so, okay, right, I didn't realise that, right. Everyone's asking, why aren't the things on there anymore? So basically what you're saying, Gilly, is that the Wi-Fi's gone to the Thistle. Okay, have you done a speed test on your phone recently just to see if it's come back up, or? I mean, are you going to constantly do that to see if you can put it back on OBS or not? A340 to the south. Okay, is it? Oh, that's everyone on their phone then, isn't it? Yeah, right, okay. So folks, obviously the reason why, and obviously this isn't going to happen anymore because the next time we come here, Gilly will be operating from her home base. So and that's why the connection is so bad, because of so many people downstairs using the Wi-Fi at the moment. Because then I explain it to them so they know why it's doing what it's doing. Okay. Yes, but there people are saying, why aren't there any overlays? You what? Oh, okay. All right. Oh. So the audio is a lot lower then, is it?